Huh. All right, well, that's not normal. Please, you can sometimes find a Pokemon fossil? I should kick your... I never want to come back to the gym again. I hate you, fossil. Yo, what is good, and welcome back to Pokemon Infinite Fusion. In the last episode, we ended up taking on Gym Leader Kurt in his hometown of Azalea Town here in Johto. We also ended up solving the stuck well situation and ended up de-flooding the town, as well as we made our way over here to Violet City, where we finally are, here to investigate what is going on at the Pokemon Tower. We ended up encountering a few different Mons, some of which I killed, some of which I ran from, and the best one of which I ended up catching, which was Groudon. So I will definitely get into the fusions for that in a moment. So what Mon better to get back into the fusions with than with Groudon himself? I'm sure he has a ton of crazy fusions. But beyond that, we do have a gym leader to face in the form of Falkner, the bird gym leader, which I highly doubt he's gonna run bird Pokemon in this run, just because everything has been randomized up to this point, but who knows, right? Beyond that, we also do have the Pokemon Tower, which I do want to investigate, as well as the other places in this town, just see what this town's about. We did get an encounter here as well in the form of Empoleon. But that all to say, we have a bunch of things to do. We got a bunch of side quests of which I actually want to touch upon because it has been a minute. Also, before I continue, I do want to mention real quick, last episode I ran into an oddish that I ran from, thinking that, or I don't know if I ran from or I killed it, whatever it was. I ended up losing that encounter because I thought it was essentially a dupe, which it ended up being. I ended up finding out today that I already do have a Gloom in my PC. So I can go back and get that encounter, which I definitely will do, just not right now. I think the next move right now is just to investigate a little bit more of this town, and then from here we can proceed forward. All right, and without further yapping, let's go ahead and head right into it. All right, but let's go ahead and see what's here in the Sprout Tower. Excuse me. Let's see what's up here. First of all, I'm pretty sure I can get an encounter here. Hence the name Sprout Tower, right? Also, fun fact, I did decide to give one of these Mons False Swipe, which thankfully Tox Dragon actually was able to use it and learn it. But let me go ahead and put Tox Dragon in the front. Let me see if I can't get away from having to battle some of these guys. As I run straight into some guy here. Hey, you shouldn't be here. Never mind, it's not even a battle. They're just gonna kick me out. So it's a straight up stealth mission. Also, what is this? Is this supposed to be an item here? No? Okay, interesting. Let me see what's up here though. Let me see how I can sneak around you guys. Oh god, oh god, oh god. God damn it, that's some... Okay, how am I supposed to sneak by this guy? This might be a minute, hold on. Alright, so I think if I stay exactly where I'm at here, I should be safe. Perfect, alright. And then from here, I should just be able to go up. Let me see how I sneak past you though. Hold on. Are you guys on rotation? That should be easy. All right, I think I know this strat too. So let me see. I just stay here. You don't look at me, which is beautiful. This guy's gonna be annoying. But we slid past you. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Run. That was a close one. Holy. All right, there are those brow sprouts. But you guys set me down. What some bullshit is that? I'm the champion. I should be able to one-tap you guys, to be honest. But let me see if I can just run it. Hold on, hold on. Don't go straight to the end. Dude! Alright. I'm just gonna run for it. I want to see if I can low-key just Hail Mary it. If I can, then I can. Hold on, hold on. I'm running for it. I'm running for it. Oh, weave. Alright, we got it. Okay, so that's the falling spot. I'm glad they only sent you down one level though. All right, but let me see. How do I get past this guy over here with the Bellsprout going crazy too? Holy. Oh god. I did not mean to go back down. Dude, this is gonna be annoying, huh? Oh my god, I made it past those guys. Hear the victory bell? Okay. All right, this should be pretty easy. Can I move? Oh my god. Just can't get stuck. That's the one thing, huh? All right, you made it here. Are those a bunch of shiny Bellsprout, or are they statues? The golden statue Bellsprout, take it. Sure. I found a relic band. All right, I'll definitely check out what that is in a second. I'm just gonna imagine you guys are all relic bands, right? Surely. Yep, I'll take that one. I'll take this one too. All right, so what is this? I found the Golbat boots. Okay, so actually, I remember this is an item I needed to do a quest or to progress on a sunken ship, however you want to say it, back in Kanto. Okay, that's actually really cool. I think we know the first thing I'm gonna do now, going back. Let me see if I can't just escape. Can I encounter one of you guys, by the way? Hey, come on now. All right, for now, I'll just jump down. What is it? All right, well, whatever. I guess we'll make our way back down, investigate more of Violet, and then from here, I guess we can see where we go. Probably back to Kanto, right? All right, so before I actually get an encounter, we are here in Route 32, so whatever this is should be the encounter. All right, Omastar, you know what? Better than nothing. I'll absolutely take it. I fat fingered, and he lived. Hold on. Let's go. All right, just for that alone, you already got your worth on my team. Let me see if I can Ultra Ball you in. Nah, you're gonna be a little tough one after that. I mean, he toughened out a whole Dragon Claw from somebody level, what, 24 levels above him. But there we go. We got Omastar. I'll absolutely take that. Again, I'm sure it will have some pretty cool fusions. Something pretty relic, something old. I don't know. Let's go ahead and storm to the PC. But speaking of relic, there is actually this area over here. Hold on, let me get this item first. Triple X accuracy, I'll take it. Why not? There is the ruins of Alf here. Where one, actually this should not be an encounter, but there is a new area in here. Chamber A. There's the building here. We do research on an ancient Pokemon called Unknown. We're trying to uncover its secrets. I can tell you what type of hidden Pokemon or hidden power your Pokemon will learn. Do you want to learn? Not really, I don't care. I do have an Unknown though. Do you guys want to investigate that? No? Yes? If not, it is what it is. Let's see what we got here. Payapa Berry, you gotta hate seeing those every single time, man. Look at this bastard just chilling here by the entrance. What's up, man? What are you doing here? Huh? Where'd that noise come from? Could it be? There's nothing else to say? All right. Some of the text has been worn out. A, B, C, A. Homer must rest, something, whatever. Touch the tablet? Why not? Wait, did something just happen this time? All right, but I guess here we are at the ruins of Alf cave section. I did not think to come over here, but I mean, I am here already, so why not? I think this is still technically the same area, so Hoo is not an encounter, unfortunately, but we can see what else is in here. Hey, if there's a static, I will count that, because why not, right? I'm not even sure if it's going to be the same as the same ruins from Heart Gold Soul Silver, right? All right, hit that Super Repel. Uh-huh. All right, well, that's not normal. Roar. All right, is that Suicune Raikou? The mysterious beast fled? No, come back here. Hold on. I thought I had my Master Ball, but... An old painting representing two ancient Pokemon. I'm assuming that's Poki and Dioka, who I don't have either of them yet. Crazy. But, alright. So that was what? Suicune? Raikou? I'm not sure, but... I definitely want that. And when I do find that, I'm going to have to take off static encounters for sure. Let me see if I can exit here and see what that's about. Did he leave too? Alright, Eugene's gone. The Pokemon that ran out of the cave. It seems like it was followed by a thunderstorm, or maybe the Pokemon was causing the storm. Our lab has an instrument that can be used to track unusual weather. Maybe it could be useful to track down that Pokemon. Come see us at the lab if you need more information. Well, I'm the champion, so if anyone has any authority to chase that down, it's yours truly. What's up, man? You saw Raikou? Hey, I was right. It was definitely one or the other. Raikou. It should be mine. I'm the one who assembled him. It's true. Would you like to hear about how it came to be? To be honest, not really. But tell me your story anyways, man. Very well. This took place not very long ago in Azalea Town. There were rumors of a legendary water-type Pokemon that had been sighted right near Azalea Town. So naturally, I went there looking for it. I flooded the well because I knew that water would attract it. I waited and waited and waited until eventually it showed up during a very violent thunderstorm. There it was, Suicune, the legendary Pokemon. But the thunderstorm had also attracted another visitor. Raikou, another one of the legendary beast Pokemon, had shown up alongside Suicune. I knew that I did not have much time, so I had to think fast. I instinctively threw a pair of DNA spicers into the water. I did what it was supposed to do, or it did what it was supposed to do, excuse me. But unfortunately, this caused my creation to flee. I waited for it to come back, but it never did. Then one day, I heard that legendary Pokemon had been sighted near the ruins of Alf, so I went there to track it down, but it seems you were faster than I. You actually got there before me, what are you talking about, man? What? You just didn't want to go investigate. Thank you for listening to my story. Please come see me in Cherry Grove City if you ever come across one of the legendary beasts of Johto. or the legendary birds of Kanto. Well, okay, is it hit Sprite that leaves these text boxes behind? Come on, man. But one, I do have 2 out of the 3 legendary birds, so I mean, I guess I can do that. I also do know where Entei is, which I might have to go investigate at the end of this episode. But for now, I guess that's yet another quest unlocked. Oh, is that the guy, the fossil guy? Hold on, before I talk to you, yeah, we can get rid of the repel. I think we're good for now. Chamber B. So what's over here? Some of the text is worn out. B, D, E, A. There must respond, or whatever that thing says. All right, that one had a same interaction sound as Chamber A. Again, I'm not too sure how to work that up, but let's see what you have to say, man. It's been a minute. Vanity, it's been a long time. I'm the guy who shared the fossils with you back at Mount Moon, remember? Dude, I don't forget my humble beginnings, man. Like, you were there since the beginning, I remember you. We met a few times again afterwards. I'm sure you remember. Anyway, I discovered a secret about Pokemon fossils. Do you want to hear it? I'll tell it to you if you can defeat me one last time. Do you? Alright, you're on, man. I trained hard for this. It won't be as easy as last time. I'll give you a nice fun battle, man. You're dealing with the champion now. I won't completely destroy you, but hold on. You actually have 5 Mons, too. Shandelgar, level 57. I think we can set up here, right? Toxic spice it up, eat that up, and then set up Stealth Rocks. You can confuse me. That's gonna be a little bit annoying, but I think we should be good to swap out. You're Ghost Flying. Are we gonna Necrorona this thing? We can low-key just do that, right? You know what? Actually, you can use Mr. Vire. I actually didn't use Mr. Vire last episode, right? So this should be a good debut. As you smog me, we can go ahead and Plasma Fist. Destroy you, and now we have the ions on the field, so now every move will become electric. Every normal move, that is. But you gotta love that damage. What is that? Slash? That's an ugly looking mon. Get out, bro. Let me rid you of your suffering, man. You didn't die from that? That's crazy. And you're giving me a punishment? At this point, I think definitely want to heal for sure. I don't think you died to the poison. All right, actually, you know what? I can survive here if I use full restore. I was gonna use extreme speed, but I think I should be good. This is a very risky move. Do I want to risk Mr. Vire just like that? Nah, you know what? I'm gonna extreme speed. It doesn't affect them. Are you fucking... Does the move not make it so that electric moves become electric? Or normal moves become electric? Are you kidding me, man? Just like that, we lose Mr. Vire in his debut. Alright, but that's like some bull. Is that not some bull? Like, hold on, before I swap out, right? Look at this, Plasma Fist. Normal type moves become electric type. I'm assuming like when it actually makes contact, it becomes electric, but like, what? Come on, man. That's so stupid. Such a good mon, too. Alright, whatever. It is what it is. Mr. Vire. R.I.P., man. I should have just healed up and let him die to the poison. But, like, that's stupid. That's just extremely stupid. Whatever. I guess, Fox Dragon. Come back out, I guess, man. You last. That's just extremely annoying already. I mean, we have Groudon. We do have Groudon. We can make a fusion out of him, level him up, add him to the team, whatever, right? But already, man, not looking good. Hold on, though, Rosso. That's a fire-looking sprite. Sneasel and Rotom. That's a crazy-looking sprite. I think from here, though, because Dragon Claw you too. Are you gonna substitute? Not gonna help you though, but crazy. You're gonna try to set something up there. That is a crazy design. Kafavor, that is an insane looking design. I actually wish I had that on my team. You're a ghost fairy. This should... Oh wait, is fairy just straight up immune to dragon? I thought they were just resistant. That should tell you about my Pokemon knowledge. I guess from here, we can just swap into Meta Nuns, right? And then from here, I could bullet punch you low key. That should kill you. Yeah, absolutely. All right, what else? What else do you have, man? Defeated Super Nerd Miguel. I'll give it to him. He actually killed one of my mons. Albeit it was because of my own mistake, but that's just crazy, man. All right, I'll tell you. Ah, damn. Wow, you're really something, Vanity. Okay, I'll let you in on my secret. When you use Rock Smash on rocks like these, you can sometimes find a Pokemon fossil. I should kick your ass. That's what you want to tell me? I also made this outfit for you? Okay, there we go. Wear to display your love for paleontology to everyone. Primitive clothes. All right, I mean, pretty cool, but the champion doesn't wear such primitive clothing. All right, but there he is defeated. Man, we lost a Mon in the process, though. If that's not annoying, I don't know what is. All right, but let's see what is here at Route 36. Let me go ahead and claim this item. There's the Pseudo-Wudo. What else is over here? I guess just Violent City again, right? I saw a Wiggly Tree up ahead. I think I spoke to you before. All right, I mean, what a way to make it back here. I guess let me go ahead and heal up, swap out a Mon, then TP back to Kanto and do all that situation, because what the hell, man? Again, very unfortunate. You know what? Actually, before we do TP, I guess we can just test out the fusions right here and now, all right? Again, god damn, Mr. Vire. R.I.P. Let's go ahead and put you back to the Fallen box, where you join. Let me get this second Arceus out. You should be in the legal box, first of all. But there it is, man. Our 5th Mon of the run dead. Look at that. Look at some crazy champions lost along the way. And you know what? We did just get Empoleon right last episode too, so we may as well try both of these guys, see what we can get here. All right, so let's check out Groudon and Empoleon and see what we get here. That is a crazy looking design. I was actually not expecting to start off so strong. Holy. You got like the Omega symbol on your little arm pauldron sword things. You got the whole blue aura, obviously. This is what, a water ground? I did lose a Mon like this, but you know what's funny? Actually thinking about it now, you look a lot like Kyogre in this form, which is kind of crazy. Probably intended, of course, but very interesting. But we did lose a Mon with this typing, so I'm not sure if I want to keep this one, but that is a crazy design. You know what? This is probably a tanky Mon too. But that's a fire way to start it off. Let me go ahead and see what other designs we have to offer here. All right, let's check out Groudon and Tyrantrum. I feel like these two have to make something crazy, right? Surely. These are also very similar in nature, so I mean, like, I would imagine... Look at that, like, it's... Funny enough, this is like a perfect fusion between them, like a perfect crossbreeding. You got the whole dinosaur aspect with the whole, I guess, imposing nature of Groudon. No, the sprites, though, very unfortunate. Hopefully the other version or the other route would be even cooler than this. All right, here's Tyrantrum and Groudon on second route. Again, surely this one would be something pretty crazy. Okay, we get Omega, or not Omega, what is it? Primal Tyrantrum, Groudrum. All right, I mean, definitely better looking spray for sure. This one made a crazy ass looking design. I don't think I'll keep it though. I think I do want to see what other sprites Groudon can make for sure. All right, next up, I'm going to try Groudon and Jirachi, two legendaries that were in the same movie. So surely this might be a reference to the movie in some way, shape, or form. Who knows? Or regardless, it could just be a crazy-looking fusion. Or it can be whatever in God's name is Jirachi, because what is that? The erupting volcanoes are pretty cool. I'll give him that. He does have other sprites. This one's like the primal version. This is just the cursed version. The primal version doesn't look that bad, to be honest. It looks a hell of a lot better than the original, that's for sure. It honestly even fixes it up a little bit. Like, it's funny what some colors can do to change the image entirely, right? Because it just looks completely different, like, completely better in my eyes. All right, let's see what the other route gives us here. That is an insane looking design. Jidon. So is this a ground psychic? Is that what I saw? Steel ground, excuse me. That's a very tanky typing too. And he looks absolutely insane, for sure. No the sprites, but definitely cool. You know what? I even want to, before I unfuse this, I gotta see what your stats are looking like. Look at that. 100 defense, 100 special attack, 116 attack. Not as tanky as I would have imagined, but that's an insane looking design. But let me go ahead and unfuse this and see what else you can make. All right, let's try Groudon and Bastiodon. Again, I kind of feeling like the whole bulky defensive Mon build. So I'm curious to see what we can make here. All right, so we got a Groudon Triceratops. Wait, turned into Groudon? That's kind of funny, what? All right, so I guess you can consider this like a Groudon alternate form, right? But we got like a little Groudon Triceratops form, which is pretty cool. Not the best, but definitely not the worst design by any means. Same typing though, ground steel, funny enough. All right, let's check out their other route. Let's see what we get here. All right, this time we get Bastiodon. Literally just, that's funny how their names play off each other. But that's a crazy looking design. I'm just a big fan of black and red, of course. You gotta love like shiny Charizard and shit like that, right? But this is a very fire design for sure. No other sprites, unfortunately. But definitely pretty cool. I guess you can consider this an alternate Bastion as well, right? All right, let's check out Chandelure and Groudon's fusion. I feel like these guys might make something pretty fire, you know, pun entirely intended there. But let's see what we get here. Growler, okay. Pretty interesting design. I like the whole primal aesthetic you got going on. The volcano coming out of your head with the whole Krakatoa from SpongeBob. Pretty cool though. The luring constant in Pokemon, not bad. Definitely not the worst design again. All right, here's Groudon and Chandelure's second fusion route here. Let's see what we get. That's a pretty cool design. The colorway is definitely fire. The face is even fire, and I like how the whole candle effect coming out from the tail. No other design. Ghost Ground though, that's a pretty cool typing. And Noki, I just noticed like the way the black and the yellow play off each other, very fire in this one. Pretty cool contender as well, I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's check out Groudon and Cresselia. Now, these two could probably not be further apart from each other in concept and I guess execution, but let's see what they make, right? I don't know. Something about this one really, I fuck with it too. Crestdon. You do have other sprites? What is this one? Hold on. He's like creating a black hole or like a whole cosmic something. I don't even know what you would describe it, but that's kind of insane. I'm not gonna lie. Those are your only two real sprites though, but what I was gonna say with this one is that it really connected with me. The whole kaiju-esque spray body you got going on. But this one just blows it out of the water. Holy. This is definitely another strong contender for sure. All right, now let's check out Groudon and Cresselia's second route. Now the spray model did not seem that promising, but let's see what we got. All right, you know what? I stand corrected. This is actually pretty cool. I like the whole lava primal form effect you got going on. This is honestly pretty cool too. You know, funny enough though, this looks less like a Cresselia fusion and more like a Latios type of fusion, you know what I mean? These are definitely pretty cool though. I was hating on it a little bit too early, I'm not gonna lie. All right, now let's check out Magnezone and Groudon. I think these are two that will have a pretty interesting looking fusion for sure. Right? Gotta be. That's a crazy looking design. I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect a horror creature looking thing, but I'm glad that we got it. No other sprite, but that's insane. Growlzone, a ground electric, right? That's again a really cool design. I'm a big fan of it. I would have loved to have kept it, but I kind of want to see something a little bit more kaiju-esque for sure. Again, I've said this multiple times. I'm just definitely into that. But it's a really cool sprite for sure. All right, let's try the other route. Again, I was kind of underestimating the last couple of fusions. Let's see what this one makes. It looked a little bit underwhelming by the silhouette, but we got that. All right, we got Magnedon. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna hate this one. It has a weird ass face for sure, but the body's fire. I like the golden horns coming out of it, kind of make a little metal effect going on. And you do have other sprites. Okay, you have this one too, which is insane. You kind of even remind me of the Digimon. What's its name? The Mecha Greymon? Hold on, I'm gonna have to search this up real quick. I'm over here saying Metal Greymon or something, but it's Machine Dramon is what it is. If you know what Machine Dramon is, I'll put a picture up if you don't. Crazy looking Mon. Crazy looking Digimon and crazy looking fusion result right here. This is yet another contender for something I would want to keep on the team. Yo, so far, these Groudon fusions have been absolutely insane. And yet again, a Steel Ground. Is Steel Ground the way to go? Is that what we're doing? Like, I kind of already have a Steel Psychic on the team, or Steel Flying actually, but I might have to put another Steel type the way these guys are looking out, right? All right, let's try Groudon and Reshiram. I feel like these are two fire mons that'll make something like a volcano-esque fusion for sure, right? There's no way they don't make something that's like extremely sun or heat based, right? Or we get that. I wonder where the blue comes from in this one. Hold on. You kind of look like a fusion of Reshiram, Groudon, and a little bit of Kyogre, right? Definitely interesting though. Okay, and then the first thing I see on the right is this is 100% the Gogmazios from Monster Hunter. That's fire that they even have this. I did not think this monster was actually gonna be a sprite in this game, considering it's like one of the later Elder Dragons. If you don't know what this is, if you haven't played Monster Hunter, again, I highly recommend you do. It's a crazy monster that is essentially coated entirely in an explosive tar. So this is the oil dragon, if not anything else. So definitely fitting. That's a fusion of two fire dragons. And you do have this version of the spray over here, which, oh, there's two of them actually. So two primal forms. You know what? Both of these aren't bad. I definitely think this one is a lot better than the other one for sure. The colors just work out a lot better in this one. And the whole body just looks a lot better. This one's pretty cool too, but the armor definitely makes it look a little bit weird. But this one's insane. Again, a personal favorite of mine for sure. Hell, I could even put this one up as an option too. Again, Groudon has insane options here. All right, let's check out Groudon and Reshiram's other route. Again, if it's anything like those last couple ones, I'm definitely imagining something crazy. All right, you know what? It's not bad. Spray created by, what was this, like 4 people? Crazy. It's not bad. It's not my favorite though. It's like, it's too much white. It's kind of like a little bit too smooth, too clean. There's no details really. It is fire though. No pun intended in that one. This one's a lot better. I like the whole like rampaging pose you got going on, and you just look a lot better in my eyes. You got that whole beer belly thing going on though, pretty interesting. Not bad though overall. All right, so after going through the options, I did decide to stick with Growlram, the boy. I mean, this fusion is a reference to a monster from Monster Hunter, which is, I mean, it definitely hits personal home base for sure. But even beyond that, it is a ground fire with insane stats, as you can see here, for sure. So, I mean, why not just stick with this one, right? I did decide to give him some moves in the form of Thunder Punch, Stone Edge, Fire Fang, and Precipice Blades. Fire Fang only just because I don't have a better physical fire move right now. But my plan is to go to either Boone Island or the other one, so I can actually get a move from one of the guys that teaches a legendary specific move to your mons, right? And it's perfect because that's right around where the sunken ship is and those dive spots. So everything for me is right around the corner, which is perfect. So let me go ahead and do that. I think my first move is to fly to one of those islands, and then from there we'll continue on. All right, so first up here we are in Knot Island. Let me go ahead and talk to this guy here and see if you don't got a better move for me. As you can see, I'm very stacked up on hard scale, so let me see if I can put him to use here. Heat Crash, you know what? Perfect move to get for Groudon, right? What other move should I get? The best thing too about this move is that it is gonna do more damage based on weight, which Groudon is like one of the heaviest mons, all right? So let me go ahead and use it. Let me get rid of Fire Fang. And it is stab, of course, so it's definitely a lot more damage. Now, I do want to go to Boone Island too, just to see what else they do have to offer me. But otherwise, I think we are set to go ahead and start swimming. All right, so I think I made it here to the ship first, so I guess I may as well see what this is all about. What's up, man? Maybe for running start. No, that's not good. If only had the gold bat boots, so do I have to put them on? Let's see how this goes. All right, boots mounted with a spring. They can be used to jump over small gaps. So is it already on? All right, so is it already on? Let me see if I can just like... Oh, never mind. Didn't have to get running start after all. All right, there we go. Let's see what else there is with this area. All right, so there's a room full of barrels and a Pokemon, and that's a static encounter. And statics are on because of Lapras, so you know what? That's actually perfect for me. And I have strength available, so let me go ahead and see if I can figure this out. I hope I am fine here. Push this, grab this, another Payaba berry. I guess I'll take it. I may have fucked it up here, maybe. No, I didn't. I think we're all good. All right, what's up, man? What are you? So let me keep Talk Dragon on the front. That's where I want you. You know, so think about it now. I think I should probably set some ground rules for how I'm working with these static encounters. Everything up to this point, I did maintain randomized, right? Just to obviously keep everything randomized. I think the only ones that I will keep non-randomized are for legendaries that I don't have already, such as the Entei, right? Why? Because I want them. I'm a fan of legendaries. I'm sure you guys are too. So I definitely want to keep at least those available, right? All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and see what this encounter is here. And that's why I'm okay with the randomizer being a thing, because they can also bite me in the ass. We got Cacnea, which I'm pretty sure I have one of these already. I mean, it has the Pokeball next to its name, so I definitely do. So I could kill it or I could run. I guess I'll just run. Unfortunate. Pretty cool though. I guess I'll put the rappel back on. Let's make our way back upstairs and see what that other room was about. So there was this area here. Bryan Road. Alright, so here we are, I think by the deeper part of the ocean. So can I use dive here? I can. I don't know if this is a new area. We are underwater. I think technically this might be. In which case, I am looking forward to an encounter for sure. But let me see. How do I proceed here? Okay, let me see if there's any items. Okay, there's a Mon right there. A couple of Mons, actually. I guess I'll keep the rappel off. And I guess I'll look for an exit or maybe a secret. Is there anything else? Well, there's an encounter here, so let's see. Reuniskull, that is 2 times dupes, unfortunately. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and run from that. Yeah, I guess I should dive even deeper. Okay, there's a horsey. Are you gonna fight me if I go in front of you? Okay, you are. You know what? I guess we can count this as the encounter. Or Skiploom, is that dupes? That might just be dupes too, to be honest. Yup, I 100% have this Hoppip right here, so I do have another encounter, which is absolutely great with me. Let me go ahead and dive once again. And I guess we'll dive again. I wonder if I have to dive a certain way. Okay, well, I could just get stuck here too. Oh, that's a Mon. That's a lantern. Let me see. Anything else down here? Surely it has to be like another dive spot, right? This is like a maze though, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get stuck here. So worst case scenario, I will skip ahead. Okay, so I think I found a crevice where I can go even deeper. I found some relic gold. I definitely, you know what? I also got that relic band earlier too. I never actually investigated what that was all about, right? Is that gonna be a key item or a regular item? Probably a regular item, right? For sure. A bracelet made from a civilization 3,000 years ago can be sold for a high price. Okay, so these are just might items. All right, well, I don't need those, but pretty cool, I guess. Okay, and there's even more diving spots. Okay, so I think it's just these two, right? So I guess I'll go down this one and run into a Gyarados. What is this gonna be? Spearow. Do I have a Spearow or a Fearow in any way? I don't know. I guess I could try to capture this one just in case. I'm not sure if I have one though. I hope I can too, so I can get something else. But if I get this and it is our encounter, it is what it is. Alright, so there's the Spearow caught. Let me go and investigate that. Unless they just keep running into me. Oh god. Oh, okay, so I found an area. It's blocked off, but it looks like it could be open somehow. Okay, so I found like, I guess, an entrance in the wall. Dude, this is an absolute maze. I've been here for who knows how long already. Running into so many different mons. I've been fighting so many lanterns by this point. I guess there's an opening here, so I guess let me see if I can't find an interaction for it somewhere. I guess I will be back. Okay, I found a sapphire after searching for so long. I finally found, I'm assuming that's the item I need to open the door. Holy, this maze is humongous. Alright, I think I'm almost to the way there, man. I think now I just need to backtrack and actually find that door again. Alright, so I'm at the door. Alright, perfect. Insert the sapphire. Finally. Alright, entrance has appeared. Sapphire cave. So I'm assuming, okay, yeah. I was kind of picking up the clues as we were progressing. Like of all the sapphires and the literal sapphire item. Alright, so very fitting that we find Kyogre here. right after catching Groudon. Insane timing. Well, I definitely have to come back here because I just made the randomizer, randomized static mod. Are you kidding me? Again, double for the crazy timing, but I guess I will have to be back, go to the Pokemon Center, change that, and see if I can't figure out the way again. Wish me luck, man. All right, so here we are back. We did randomize the stat, or non-randomize the static, so I can actually get a Kyogre here. I did make sure to put Tox Dragon in the front, of course. We do have Growlithe just for moral support to catch his brethren. Alright, but with all that yapping aside, let me see if I can catch myself this Kyogre. Which does not sound like a Kyogre for whatever reason. But there he is, level 60, man. Let me see if I can catch myself one and complete the fusion. Because I gotta get a Kyogre and Groudon, right? Surely. Again, you are level 60. Let me see if I don't kill you. I think Dragon Claw should be fine to use. Also, gotta probably be careful of you not killing me, especially as you set up Calm Mind. Alright, so I guess from here on, we can Fall Swipe. Dude, why are you setting up? I low-key want to even, like, try netballing this early on. Just because I don't like the fact that you're setting up. But okay, as we get on the first try. Absolutely amazing. I was not expecting that, but let's go. Alright, we got ourselves a Kyogre with crazy sprites, as you would probably imagine. I like how there's like a small version, like a big version. But let's go. We got ourselves, like, in one go, too, is insane. That's perfect for us because I just got myself a Groudon again. I did complete a fusion with it, but I think I'm willing to go and unfuse that just to actually see what the pair can make, right? Surely gotta be something crazy. So let me go ahead and store this to the PC. I don't want to give you a nickname. And I guess from here, is this like the exit? Swam into the vortex. Alright, as we TP back to Bryan Road. Who would have forced me into an encounter too with this guy if I didn't already fight him? But alright, we got ourselves a Kyogre, which is insane. Alright, let me see if I can. Low key, I think I could do it from where I'm at too. Alright, let me see if I can just open up the box link and check this guy out. So where is he gonna be? Hello, Gerd or Kyogre? Where are you? Am I just being blind right now? Alright, no, it's just the fact that he was not as blue as I thought he would be. But here he is, level 60 Kyogre. Alright, I definitely gotta try him out with Groudon for sure, but let me see if I can move him over to, I guess, box 5, right? Nice and open. Unfortunate because Growlithe is level 50, but I guess it doesn't really matter, right? I guess I can go ahead and infuse you. Alright, here's the boy at level 45. Let me see if I can fuse you and make something crazy. Again, surely this has to be like a crazy canonical legendary, right? Both these guys are water and ground, so let me go ahead and try this first route. Again, Groudon and Kyogre. Kyodon. Okay, not what I would have expected, but I mean, I guess it's crazy. Alright, see, this kind of seems a little bit more like it, but what in the hell is this? What is this? Why is there a sprite missing here? This is fire too. Why is there a bunch of sprites missing? Hold on. Oh, there we go. Hold on. They just like loaded in after a minute. All right, there we go. What the hell? Interesting. But that's a Steven Universe reference for sure. I think that's what is that Garnet or Amethyst? I didn't watch the show, so I'm not too knowledgeable on that. But I do know it's a Steven Universe character, which is interesting. We have this like dolphin Groudon variant, which looks weird. I'm not even sure what you can say this is. This is like a Power Ranger that's like half and half, which is interesting. This is just cursed. This is pretty cool. This is alright, but this looks amazing. Doing like a Hyper Beam-esque animation. I almost even want to like keep this, to be honest. Again, I know it's very weak to grasp, but I mean, like, it's Groudon and Kyogre. Why wouldn't I want to keep this, right? Of course, I have the option between Drought and Drizzle. Very defensive natures for both options. Let me see what it looks like here for the stats, though. Insane stats. Look at that. 144 attack. Good defense. I might honestly want to keep this. Honestly, compared to the 1.4, yeah, the Gogmazios is definitely a cool reference, but this is insane. But let me see if I can infuse this real quick just to see what the other route looks like. Really something just as cool, right? Alright, so let's go ahead and see what the second route will give us here. Alright, that's completely cursed. Growlithe. And you do have other sprites here too. This one looks pretty insane. It's like an actual primal Groudon Dolphin fusion, right? You don't have as much as the last variation, which is interesting, but this isn't bad for sure. All right, unfortunate for a Reshiram, but I will have to go back to this one because how can I not? Again, I know you're gonna be really weak to grass, but I'll just have to like make you extremely defensive, or just have you super set up. Again, you do have a very physical nature build here. You have like a physical defense or a physical attack nature. I might even want to just keep trying it to see if I can get like something that's super effective, like or super special effective, right? Something like modest. Otherwise, I think I'll just keep it like this though. All right, and given the time that is left in the episode, I think what not better use of it than to just straight up get our 12th badge of the run. All right, so what's up, man? What do you have to tell me? Hi, Mr. League Champion. You gotta love to hear it. Falkner is a master of flying Pokemon. Strong winds blow in this gym. Try not to lose your footing. Take this. Another Rocky helmet. Dude, I don't know how much I have by this point, but you gotta love him. Unfortunately, I won't be able to use Geodon in his debut. I will next episode, of course, and I will level him up off screen. But as things stand, he is level 55. I did give him the lucky egg though, so he can get some extra levels, of course. But we should be set up with the team that we do have ready. Strong wind is blowing overhead. I think it should be good if I stand like right here, right? Am I all set to move up? I think we're good. Elevator's going up. I guess there was no wind after all. But do I have to really fight these people? Hello? Huh? Okay, so I see that's the basement level, or I guess the bottom floor. And I just ran off. Okay, let me like not just run with my head up, you know where. Dude, these are so sensitive, all these little spots. Okay, so can I just run down? Holy, I finally made it. I never want to come back to this gym again. I hate you, Falkner, just for making that setup. Holy. All right, let me see if I can actually make sure I'm battle ready. And I think from there, I'll interact with you. But god damn, that was annoying. All right, I used all my elixirs and all that. Falkner, why in the world would you set up a gym like this? You goddamn. I will make sure you will never become a champion in your life. I'm Falkner, the Violet Pokemon gym leader. My father was the leader here before me, and my grandfather before him. Our family has mastered flying Pokemon for generations. You cannot win this. I'll show you the real power of the magnificent flying Pokemon. Dude, I have a flying type that's better than yours, but I don't think I even want to bring out a flying type just to disrespect you. But you're gonna start off by setting Lickiby. All right, that's fine with me. You know what? We set up Toxic Spikes. You're gonna ring me out. That's fine. We Stealth Frogs here. Ring me out, that's completely fine. You know what, this ring out make it so I can't swap. And I kind of do forget that. Do I want to low-key bring out Snorchamp? Why not, right? Alright, so from here we Home Claws. We are good. Do I have a... I can Moo Moo Milk here. I don't want a Photo Sword because again, I do want to have the poison out. From here, high jump kick? Or you just swap out. And you still get the short anyways. But we're gonna keep you out. You're gonna send out Cressy. Okay, hold on. You're a psychic type. Hold on here. I see what you're doing and I don't like it. Are you a psychic fairy? You're just a psychic normal. I guess I can use Galatsu. Right, I think if I'm not wrong, Bug is good against psychic. If I'm not wrong. Granted, my only bug move is U-turn. But I mean, it should be enough, right? Or it does something decent. From here, I guess we swap into Meta Nance. You're gonna slash me, we bullet punch you, and that should be all she wrote, unless you full restore. I could also Earthquake you by... Do I want to Earthquake or get the Stab Sky Drop? That's actually my question. You know what? We can get the Sky Drop, right? Oh god, I'm swapping. Future Sight? Nope. No thank you. You're gonna Moonlight too. Alright, let's Swords Dance. And I guess U-turn. Beautiful. All right, now we're getting places. I guess we can send out Meta Nance once again. And to get the level up, of course. You're gonna send out Beevor, the worst mob for you to send out, man. Get destroyed by Meteor Mash. What else you got? Lickabee once again. Earthquake his ass. Get him out of here. All right, what else? Is that your last one? Velino. You know, I'm not gonna lie. That's a crazy looking design. But I should be good. Let me go ahead and full restore. Don't want to be too reckless, right? I think from here we could just sky drop and you're done, right? Absolutely beautiful. Again, there we go. All right, there's Gym Leader Falconer defeated. Darn, my dad's cherished bird Pokemon. All right, take this. All right, I got 7K for winning. I deserve more than that for having to make my way all the way over here just to beat you like that. But you fought remarkably. It's an honor for me to hand you this badge. All right, and there is the Zephyr badge, the 12th badge of this run. Again, we are definitely getting there. 4 more left to go. Again, things are getting done. All right, and I've obtained the free bird cage. I won't put it on right now, but that's pretty cool. What TM will you give me, man? Home Claws. Look at that, the move I used earlier. And I got 4 premium Wonder Trade tickets. To be honest, I might want to actually start doing those too. Now that I know I can actually change the ownership and maybe be able to actually defuse those mons. All right, so I think this is definitely the best place to wrap it up. You guys are going to be receiving the cut version, but just know this session exceeded 2 hours. Like we're getting there for sure. But we definitely made some accomplishments today. We ended up finding Raikou, which is something I guess I have to investigate. We got ourselves a Kyogre, and we finally got ourselves a 12th badge. Before we head on out next episode from Violet City, I might just want to investigate a little bit more, see what else is around. And from there, I guess we make our way either to New Bark Town or to Cherry Grove, whichever comes first. Just because there seems to be a few quests available for us, right? All right, but that is going to wrap up everything as usual. If you did enjoy the episode, consider dropping that like button. As always, it does help out a lot. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel thus far, consider hitting that sub button. That way you can stay up to date with my content. And with all of that being said and done, as you guys head out, remember, have yourself a damn good one and take care of yourselves. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.